Don't make me climb the coconut tree. That would be a catastrophe.
Big.
Hello, everyone. Beautiful people, boys and girls, children of all ages. All of you big old Sonic fans throughout the world. We, the SAF podcast, are pleased to bring you a bit of a special today. Not a manga review, not your standard fare here. We have the impeccable Sonic the Hedgehog 2020 film that we are going to take a chance to discuss today. It's been out for a couple weeks. We've all had the chance to thankfully sit down as of lately and give it a look. Probably not going to be too much of a long meteor podcast today, but you know, just good to have a opportunity to capture our thoughts in this moment in history. Because let me tell you, video game films not typically been this high up till now, haven't?
Especially beating out the last Star Wars film.
Oh yes, God, 1000%. So yes, it's a good chance to celebrate the budget and the love that is being given to a Sega franchise. What?
Indeed.
On the big screen.
Yeah, what was the last like AAA Sonic game people care about? Or
What
Mania,
care
wasn't it?
about?
Mania.
Not
Was-
sure.
Did you call
I
it
forgot about that. I haven't played it
Mania?
though.
It's not really AAA, but everybody loved
Yeah.
it, so...
Did you call it friggin' the last AAA one was Sonic Forces?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You mean
I
the
think
game
that was
played
a
itself?
mixed opinion, right?
What about Sonic Boom?
Sonic Boom. Everybody knows about Sonic Boom.
Yeah, Sonic Boom.
I like the show.
I know, the show's amazing.
Save the planet from
Yeah.
disaster.
Knuckles the feminist.
Yeah.
Who could forget?
Not only is Knuckle feminist, he also became a drummer, a real estate agent, the mayor. What is it? He also helped save the island 6 times by accident.
Well, I'm
Oh,
just
gosh.
glad that we have somebody who stands for what's right doing all those things.
Thank you.
Truly.
Matt.
Thank you, Nuck. Thank you, Nuck 2020.
Should we call it?
Nuck 2020.
Knock knock.
Make-
Knuckles.
Make Mobius great once more.
I do indeed chuckle. Knuckles 2020.
Yes, though. No, I think as far as Sonic Boom goes, the last game was out on the Wii U. Sonic Forces was, I think, the last big AAA Sonic title, and that game kind of played itself during some segments when you had the boost pads. So
Well, you know
that was
what?
a little embarrassing.
That's
You
the
know.
same shit Sonic Adventure did a lot, though. Maybe not as
Sometimes,
much,
yeah.
because I haven't played it. But
Not as much.
I remember, I look back at it and I'm like, really? We were doing this? It's like you just go through the loop and it plays a cutscene, pretty much. You just hold forward.
Does
Sometimes-
Team Sonic Racing count?
It's not really
recent
mainline
spin-off.
Sonic.
Yeah, fair.
Because like you
It's
can get a
been
lot of
a
other
couple.
Sega characters in Sonic Racing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I believe this is just the one that goes back to the original formula of Team Sonic Racing.
Excuse me, but my original Sonic Racing is Sonic R, thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
I had it for the
Feel
PC.
The sunshine.
Everybody's Super Sonic
Does it
Racing.
brighten up your
Brighten
day?
up your day.
Don't you
Living
feel
in
like
the city.
sometimes you gotta
Sonic
go see
Team.
Sonic the Hedgehog in theaters right now? Go to your theater and watch it right now.
Out in 2020.
Guys, we have an affiliate
Grab the
code.
kids.
We
They
have
don't even have to be yours. Go watch Sonic.
yeah. We have an affiliate link today. You can get half off tickets to go see Sonic the Chili Hog. You gotta go down to the description, copy the link, go to safchilidog.com.
You get 30% off your first chili dog order.
Yes, you will get chili dogs for free and tickets half off.
From who?
ChiliDog.com.
Sonic himself will bring you the tickets.
We have hired across over 5,000 theater locations Sonic the Hedgehog mascots to bring you chili dogs. They will roller skate into the theater and trip while in the darkness.
They run screaming.
They run screaming.
into the theater with
Yeah, with
with
bees
a
on
big
it.
with with big like Freddy Fazbear like mascot heads.
Yes,
tripping,
we've also
bringing their,
brought in
chili dogs to you.
Freddy Fazbear to promote similar fandoms. Five Nights at Freddy's the film, coming in 2021 and a half.
Oh,
No,
don't
they already
even
did
put
the
it
Freddy
past them.
Fazbear movies,
Yeah.
but it's called Banana Splits.
Yeah, Markiplier.
Oh,
I still want to see that so bad because I just don't know what it is.
Is it on Amazon or Hulu or
Huh.
Probably.
one of them? I remember it's on one of the streaming ones.
So yes,
I see it in the store all the time. It's just like like a horror movie based on the Banana Splits. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Now-
yes, it was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon that nobody remembers.
Oh, you don't remember the famous Banana Splits?
Yeah, the
Oh.
na 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 na.
One
na,
banana,
I
two
remember that
banana,
too,
three banana,
yes.
four. Do 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 do.
This is
Now,
way
don't
getting
worry.
off the rails. This is so getting off the rails. We need
No,
to
this
take
is,
Matt,
that
who's
this is
here,
all
by the
coming
way?
full circle. It's going to lead
Don't
into
worry.
Sonic the Chili Dog.
Don't worry.
Sonic
I
and the
have-
Chili Dog.
Thankfully, now that we have gotten the introduction of our topic out of the way, I have to show off my gallery of friends. I am not here on my own. I couldn't do a Sonic review on my own for a whole hour.
Impossible.
Man, that would go weird. No, starting from the top of the Discord list, let's look down the list. On top, we got Bulk Bogan. Bulk, do your best Sonic screech.
Hello,
Say
I
hello.
am Sonic the Hedgehog. One thing I do say is that you have to vote for the Democratic Party or else.
Oh, thank you, Sonic. We also have my esteemed colleague, Jonathan S. Youngblood. Jonathan, what's going on?
Way past cool. Sonic says, vote.
Sonic says, vote now. Vote now. If you're
Yeah.
watching this at 3 a.m., you can press F on the keyboard to vote now.
Sonic says vote
Don't do
Republican.
that. Go to a poll ballot.
Do it there. But we're not done yet. My other esteemed colleague, the fantastic Josiah Campbell Briggs. Josiah, you yourself are quite a Sonic fan, taking in a fair bit of Sonic media. Thank you for joining me on the Sonic Cast.
Yes, of course. And don't forget to speedball to the polls.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speed spin. Don't forget to, roll the ball like you're trying to suck yourself off and get
Yes.
the polls.
Yeah, the
Some
Sonic
of-
Spinball.
Some of us have more experience than others.
The hard part is that the ribs do grow back.
Don't be a baby.
I told you not to call me out like this, Bjorn. What are you doing?
Yeah, I told you not to use my middle name on the podcast. See where that got me, huh?
Oh my God. Everybody's gonna know he has ties to the Soup Corporation.
That's right.
I do apologize.
His real name is actually Josiah Chunky Briggs.
Chunky Briggs. Son of Jax Briggs of Mortal Kombat fame. Yeah.
Yes.
No, the Sonic movie. I went into this at first thinking, all right, I'm going into a movie expecting something that's not particularly great. I thought that I would be walking into a movie going, this is going to be terribly mediocre. It's going to be quite the cringe fest, so to speak. But I will walk out of here half-heartedly applauding, going, you did your best. Good job, Sega, for making
You
something
tried.
that's technically a movie. Yeah, like I went into there like, oh, like I'll give like a consolation prize. But then I saw the good reviews, and my mindset changed slightly a day before walking into that theater. Like, oh, Sonic is good? A fine film of sorts? What's going on here? Don't know what's happening. So I knew right away like it's not going to be a 10 on 10 mega classic. I don't think a video game film could really hope to be in the first place. But I saw more than enough memes to guide me into a surprisingly optimistic kind of direction. Like, oh wow, they did all right here by the sounds of it. And I would say that overall, it hit those expectations pretty well. Don't want to get too ahead of myself as far as a final score goes, but I had a pretty good time with the movie. Kind of surprised by how many liberties that they took with the cast of this movie. I don't really know very much about who the Owl Guardian of Sonic is.
We can talk about this. Me and my friend Joey, who I watched it with, had no idea what the fuck was happening. We're like, okay, big owl? Oh yeah.
Owl Time.
Owl Time, yeah. Everybody loves Owl Time. Everybody knows the famous owl from Sonic the
Sonic's
Hedgehog.
mom. Out of the 3 canon backstories for Sonic, the owl. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lovely owl mom is what they call her.
His owl mom, who did it with Metal Sonic to make regular Sonic.
Yeah. You have the standard backstories for the Sonic franchise.
Mm-hmm.
You have a game Sonic. You have show Sonic.
And then you have Sonic Underground.
Owl Sonic.
Don't forget, I was gonna say Archie Comics Sonic, but that works as well.
Oh yeah, so that's what he told me later on, is that apparently it's part of the deep extended lore from the comics, which everybody read.
Yes.
Before going into this film.
Of course.
So that was a strange twist that they would go with Long Claw or Longhorn.
Long Claw.
Or whatever the Guardians of Ga'Hoole name that
God,
they chose
get it
for
right.
that
Her
long
name was Medium Claw.
Already
her name
mistakes.
was slightly above average length claw.
Yes. It was exactly 2.3 millimeter claw.
No, but the biggest thing is, why was the Echidna tribe after him? He doesn't have the Master Emerald, like...
Did you call it friggin'? I noticed that too, and I was just like, why is nobody pointing out that it's a whole bunch of echidnas?
That was like the first
It's
thing.
a bunch of filthy echidnas.
Oh gosh.
I'm like, there's no emeralds. Why are there echidnas in this movie?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Why would they want to get Sonic? Why does Sonic have this amazing EMP power? I mean, it's great because it makes sense of how he can destroy Robotnik stuff so easily. Mm-hmm. That kind of ties in nicely. But yeah, this is its own lore. It's definitely made for younger audience.
Yeah.
And definitely made so that you don't need to know really anything about Sonic except for what he looks like.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that too. You know who also doesn't understand that? Children, and they don't care.
No, they don't.
Not really.
The kids were loving it in my theater.
Oh, the kids were going fucking nuts. They were saying every single line right after the character said it. Like, oh, you think you're smart? You think you're an actor, huh?
Think you could do this?
You think you have what it takes?
To put on blue fur and roll around all the time?
You think that it's actually okay to put on blue face?
Oh.
This is the cutthroat world of the Sega Cinematic Universe. Listen, we don't play around here, folks.
Oh, speaking of Sonic Mania, the guy who did the shorts and the animation for it, he was the guy who redid the Sonic design.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, you said that. I think.
He's also married to Megan from Mega 64, who designs half their T-shirts.
Oh really?
Oh,
Yep.
Jesus.
And so,
That's
he was
quite
also playing Android 16 in their Cell Saga video. That was the guy who redesigned Sonic.
He has some extended lore. I want to read some Archie comics about this guy.
Did you call it friggin' Mr. Tyson Hesse?
Yes, Tyson. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, no. So he's been in a lot of Mega 64 videos, and he also, is an amazing artist and loves Sonic more than anybody else. But yeah, he told him that he only was able to redesign things to make it look more like Sonic. They stuck with the story pretty hard. They hardballed the story and wouldn't let him give any feedback about that. So
Yeah.
Well, it was a little sad, but I mean, he made it look great. So can't.
Yeah, it's like he's a visual artist, right? That's what he's known for, at least.
Yeah. Well, he became the new creative director as far as like the art. What's it called? It's not creative director, but the person underneath that. The person who picks out the art direction as far as visuals go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, head storyboarder. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Kind of just a made-up role that you give to your nephew to make him feel good, make him feel like he's doing something.
Yep, that's it.
You contributed to the team.
God, I fucking love nepotism.
It's good.
Well, it's a good
the
thing
right
you're in
way to
Canada.
Oh. You know, we went to the grocery store the other day, and some dude was just started talking about how we were all from the same family because of Adam and Eve. And I said, "You're so right. Thank you so much. I'm going to eat this hamburger now."
It's well. You already messed up walking into to our podcast performance without a chili dog. That was the preferred method of providing entertainment. But you know, I'll forgive you this time, Bjorn. Don't worry.
What?
I said stop eating hamburgers when you could
I said I
eating
ate a
chili
hamburger
dog.
when I was in the grocery store, idiot.
My audio cut out for 5 seconds there.
Okay, guys, rein it back in. So in this one, we not only do we get to see baby Sonic,
We do.
little babby like 3-year-old Sonic, we get Sonic is essentially 10 years old.
Yeah, he's right at that age where he's starting to learn about the world and know what his interests are. But he is still a big buffoon who can't read a map
Well,
and
he's-
cannot run to San Francisco.
He's still a child. He's literally a child in this one, and so there's a lot of stuff that like he messes up, slips up. That's explainable because he is more childish and not experienced and such like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd say overall the story is very good. I mean, there wasn't anything that really just killed it for me.
It was about as airtight as you could expect a Sonic film to be. It didn't really take me out too much and disappoint me. So yeah, I would fully agree with you there. I had a pretty good time. Now, as far as the overall structure is concerned, yeah, it was decent enough, but we can move past that. Why don't we touch on individual performances? We will save the most notable for last.
That's Donut Lord is last.
Everyone wants to talk about Donut Lord. No,
He's actually
James
trending on the
Marsden.
wiki page right now.
who?
Donut Lord.
Oh yeah, I bet. No, James Marsden did a pretty good job of voicing Sonic. Or wait, no, hang on. Was James Marsden the actor? God, I forget. Someone help me. No, James Marsden is Donut Lord. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry. Never mind.
That's his
Who the
canon
fuck
name.
voiced Sonic again?
Sonic.
No. Sonic can't voice Sonic.
He's not real.
Alright,
He's
it's
not
impossible.
real.
Alright, so
Ben
Sonic's
Schwartz.
voice was
Oh
fine.
my gosh. Okay, let's see. Sonic. I'm looking.
Ben
right
Schwartz
here.
was
Holy
Sonic.
shit.
Ben Schwartz?
Yes, Ben Schwartz.
I can't believe he was voiced by such a silly name.
No, he also started with J. I just can't recall the voice actor's name right now. No, Sonic sounded like about as much of a brat as I expected him to. He's got that
Oh yeah,
mischievous,
he was annoying. Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
That was actually-
nasally edge to him.
That's my main gripe, is that it's just not like something that I enjoy, is like, characters like that is like, oh yeah, I'm a little kid, oh I'm epic,
I'm the
I
Oh,
do
yeah,
Fortnite
it was
dances,
definitely-
yeah.
It was definitely made for a younger audience, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the cool Sonic we knew from the 90s, with all the one-liners and wearing his flat bill hats backwards, but
Yeah,
um,
yeah, I was
I'm
kind of,
surprised they
That's
didn't-
cool.
I really wish they would have gotten Jaleel White back
Yeah.
to do Sonic.
Oh yes, I would love that. Friggin' the fan film got Jaleel White back.
yeah, I
Jaleel
would.
White
It's a
literally...
low bar.
If the nostalgia critic Doug Walker played Eggman, I would be overjoyed.
Oh yeah, all of
Did you
that.
call- he was in that movie,
were
though.
Hilarious. Of just instead of Jim Carrey screaming, it was freaking the nostalgia critic screaming.
Oh.
Oh, that
I would like that.
was-
Yes,
but-
Mr. Ben Schwartz and James Marsden was Donut Lord.
It
I
was
don't know how I
hilarious
got-
that the promotional stuff thought they were gonna get Chris Pratt to do this movie. Like, what the hell?
No.
I would have totally been down for that though.
I think it's a miracle that they got Jim Carrey. To start, Chris Pratt was a complete impossibility. It's not gonna
Oh
happen.
no, like Jim Carrey's been looking for work. He's after his 6 years of anger management and the 2 terrible interviews he had before getting on this movie, he's kind of desperate for work outside of just voicing things occasionally as cameos.
Yeah. Doesn't he just like make cartoons on Twitter, like draw cartoons about political, like Trump and shit?
Well, no, those are actual paintings. He paints
Yeah.
them on large canvases.
Okay, so that was what was described to me. I haven't actually seen them.
Yeah, no. He is. Yeah, he took up painting because anger man. Because like, what was it like? Well, it wasn't Mr. Popper's Penguins, but it was like 1 or 2 movies after that. Like he had like a huge meltdown.
Yeah.
And like, so he went through professional anger management like 3 times. Apparently he's a really angry dude. And yeah, and so now he pushes his anger into his art now. And that's it. So I'm glad to see him actually getting back on the big screen. But
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Well-
I didn't know about that, but I knew a lot of other stuff was going on. Like apparently when he acted in Kick-Ass 2, like directly after that, he was in protest against the film for its violence.
yeah, he's been doing a lot of weird stuff.
And didn't he marry
Yeah.
an anti-vaxxer or something?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
I know that his wife died.
His wife died? Was
Yeah.
did he have more than
Okay,
one wife?
time to get Google on
No,
this.
this is totally about Sonic.
It's
Sonic's wife died?
it's enough of
Sonic's
time.
wife
It's
died.
Carry you to the cemetery to bury you.
Oh God! Why are you podcasting when you could be a hip hop artist right now?
I stole that line. It was not me. I did not write.
No, Bjorn, you're wasting your talent.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Jenna McCarthy. Yeah, she died in 2010.
Hmm?
Jenny McCarthy, yeah.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh.
Anyways, I thought Jim Carrey's performance was all right. I didn't think it was excellent, as some people seem to think that like it's amazing and hilarious. But I didn't really.
Oh no, she didn't die. Never mind. That was
Wait, did she
misnomer,
not?
No, no, but he never married her though. But they were like partners. It says.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I would have to echo Bjorn's opinion on this.
Hello?
Case. I would have to say, hello, test. Yes, there we go. I would have to mirror Bjorn's opinion overall on this one. Mr. Jim Carrey was about as good as I've known him to be in any other film that he acts this way in. Like, he was about as good here as he was in Ace Ventura. It's pretty standard Jim Carrey.
I don't think
one way.
necessarily. I would say that he could have done a better job acting. I think that maybe his writing could have been a little better. I don't know.
Well, he improv some of the stuff too. They just
Yeah.
added it in because it flowed better. Like a lot of the dancing, especially the dancing scene. I really like that one.
Oh yes, with
It-
the
that
VR,
was good.
right?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was really funny whenever he just went up to somebody and was like, "You're stupid. You're stupid. I'm smart. You're stupid."
Yeah.
Well, basically, they were just trying to give him an inferiority complex to build on. You know, whenever he goes to the mushroom planet.
Yes.
Because this is more like, this isn't fully, like, crazy. Like, I mean, gosh, Eggman in freaking Sonic Boom, the cartoon, the CGI show is amazing. Like, he's the perfect Eggman, honestly. But,
Yeah, it's kind of hard to come off of a perfect Eggman. So I don't know.
well, you just gotta build up to it, you know?
Yeah, I think that the second film will be better because I think it probably has a lot of the.
Still have Tails.
Yeah, Tails.
Yes,
N-
God.
Yeah.
It'll get rid of the problems
Everyone's-
that all superhero movies have with the origin story has to be the first movie, and then you can actually get on to doing more things.
I just say the thing that got me the worst though was that he was literally in Green Hill Zone when he grew up, like with Longclaw or whatever,
Yeah.
and
That's
then
the
he
name.
goes and then he finds a home in freaking Green Hills, Montana. Like, why did it have to be named after? If it's a fish out of water story, why does it need to be named after the zone?
It's clever enough for the kids.
Yeah.
The kids said, "Oh." Oh.
Well, wait, no, actually, I take that back right away because actual children did not play Sonic 1 and say, "Oh, Green Hill Zone." So no, I am completely wrong. There's no reason to name it Green Hills. You're right.
But the other thing though is that I did like. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was good that the inclusion of him using like Sonic's like DNA to power his like ships or whatever.
Yeah.
Was that part of any of the other games or media?
What?
Using Sonic's
quills.
power.
Well, but that's the
Quills
thing is that
having
like
infinite
it
power.
builds into the him like stealing Sonic's friends to make them power his devices. Because like the
Okay.
original Sonics, you know, like you bust a machine, you bust an
Yeah.
enemy, and it has like a little bird or a little squirrel or whatever in it.
Have a little birdie, a little squirrely.
The Flickies, yes, Sonic's friends. Power.
You know, he never kind of realizes that.
I swear they're called.
I don't think they've been called Flicky since like 3D Blast.
Still valid. Come on now.
Does Eggman ever realize maybe he could make something that
did I drop into
defeats
the void?
an animal with something that isn't another animal? Like, is the machine powered by another small animal?
Well, it was the whole thing is they're using their life force to power the machines, you know. But especially like in Sonic Underground, whenever people get roboticized, that body horror, like, dear lord.
Yeah.
I think that was one of my favorites as far as like why Robotnik needs to capture people, and like he would roboticize them, turning them into machines forever. And then like there would be all these
Did
people
you call it
that he had.
friggin'? I think this movie sets up a lot for that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, I
You
can't
call it
wait to
just
see
like
those
him-
little critters trapped inside robots.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Don't forget. There's a
Friggin'-
couple ways that.
I definitely feel like they've laid out a lot of groundwork for a better second movie.
Yeah.
With-
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised
There's-
if they announced
Yeah.
a sequel tomorrow. Like they already have it planned, set up.
I'm really just hoping that Wiz Khalifa does the ending theme for the next one too.
And voices
Was
Sonic.
that Wiz Khalifa?
Yeah, it was
I thought
Wiz
that was a
Khalifa.
little-
Yeah, you can look it up. He released it like 2 weeks before it came out, and people were like, "Oh yeah, Sonic song, blah blah," blah. And then like it came out in the end of the film, like, "Oh, it was for the movie."
Yeah.
Cause like, and I hadn't seen it at all. Nobody was talking about it, but yeah, I watched the music video like dropped like at the end of January. But yeah, no, I think it's hilarious. This is such age. It's
Oh shoot!
It's made
It
for
was a
such a
posse
young
cut.
audience, and it's Wiz Khalifa doing the ending. Like,
It's Wiz Khalifa, Ty Dolla $ign, Lil Yachty.
oh, I didn't know Lil Yachty was.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh
why
my
I was
God.
just like, was it? Because I heard Lil Yachty, but I didn't hear Wiz Khalifa. Oh my freaking gosh!
Well, my
And
my
Zuko the
my
Child.
phone picked it up because I picked up my phone after the credits, you know, and it was like,
Mhm.
oh, song playing, you know, da 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 by Wiz Khalifa. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Your Spotify.
No, not my Spotify, my Google Assistant.
Shazam.
Shazam.
Google
Shazam!
Assistant.
Google Assistant. No, to bring it back to the robots for a second, they teased us with that for a moment because don't forget when Robotnik was powering on his backup generators, there was the switch labeled Badniks. So we don't know if that's just what he calls his drones in this, or if he has actual animal-powered robots planned for a future film. So it could have been foreshadowing to something later, or that could have
I
just been
feel
the
like if
drones.
Robotnik already had funny talking creatures as robots, Sonic wouldn't be that big of a thing for him.
No, wait, yeah, that's a point. That's a point. Yeah.
That's a game theory.
What if?
That's a game theory right there.
What?
Or if there was just like a deleted scene of like him just going through the forest, picking up squirrels and shoving them in drones.
Once again, a good plan for the sequel.
I don't know. Like they set up Robotnik weird. I don't think they needed to have the whole military aspect behind him. You know. I think that was just extra because like he takes over for that commanding officer, then we never see that commanding officer again, and we never have the military do anything. Like it's just Robotnik.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was.
like,
there was.
The military is just there.
There
to
was
let
nothing beyond, like,
Robotnik,
those two scenes.
Flex himself.
Yeah, there's just like 2 scenes. So I mean, like it would be great if they called him in as like a specialist, you know, and like and they just like, oh, we're gonna leave this to you, whatever, or something like that, or like the FBI or something, something like that. But like the way they set it up, like, oh yes, I have all the military assets. Oh, just gonna use my own.
Yeah.
It just seemed a little unnecessary looking back on it. But I mean, it doesn't detract from the film very much.
That was just
it was
their
only
way
an hour
of
and a
like
half long. That's
explaining
pretty
that
good,
he has a
you know.
permit to kill or something.
Yeah.
He has a hedgehog
But I mean,
hunting license.
Got some Elmer Fudd, big Chungus moments.
Oh, be very quiet. I'm hunting a fucking hedgehog.
Well, the film was enough of a living meme enough as it was, so if you threw in Big Chungus, it wouldn't even feel too much out of place.
Oh yeah, so they played the the Green Hill Zone
Yeah.
theme for like 5 seconds in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
then,
why
10
does it keep going?
And then 10 seconds once again at the end of the film with the piano remix. Don't forget.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. No, if that's the case, then I think that they played it earlier as well, but I'm not entirely sure.
I don't remember
think that. I think I heard it twice.
No, I only heard it
Yeah.
with that piano riff.
I've heard other people say it was twice.
Okay. I think I'm right.
Maybe at the very
I'm not
beginning of the
sure.
film when he's like racing around, like.
Racing a Mobius. Yeah.
Yeah, I know they didn't mention Mobius,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is
But you know, I
weird
thought
because
I
like
was gonna.
Mobius is like all about American Sonic. Like that. Like that's the thing in Japan. Sonic is on here. He's here. Only in America is Mobius the term used.
Yeah, like the first 30 seconds of the film, I kept waiting for them to name drop Mobius. Like, okay, where's your setting that you're building Sonic up from? And they never said it. It's very strange.
Yeah. I was ready to hear like Mobius in the like first monologue and everything, and I was just like, okay, it's just not here.
Or
It's
just
like
like
my
him saying,
planet.
"Oh, I can't go back to Mobius because Big Claw
Yeah.
didn't want me to," or just like mention it. Like it doesn't have to be a huge theme; it just has to be mentioned.
Yeah. Sticking in there for people who know. Yeah, of course. As far as the meme powers go, I do have to establish this right now. I think that my favorite moment for the whole film is just that scene where they have Crazy Carl going, "Listen, Blue Devil, he's running around, he's ruining my
and
crops." And then
Yeah.
then he hands James Marsden a picture of Sonic the Hedgehog. And it's the best thing about the movie. I fucking busted out laughing right in the theater.
Busted a nut right in the theater, eh?
Busted a nut right in the theater.
All around those kids too.
Damn it, Matt. We talked
but-
about this. We talked about this so many times.
Not in front of the children. No, the thing that disappointed me is nobody else, like, I think got any kind of a reaction whatsoever. Like, the whole theater was just me fucking cracking up, and no one said anything. Just instant disappointment.
They were all
People
kids.
should know Sonic.
They were all kids who
should know
don't know
Sonic.
fucking shit.
No, kids know memes, though. They know about Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, the kids don't know Sonic the Hedgehog. It's old internet lore.
I guess.
It only resurged for like a couple funny memes, and it was pretty short-lived as far as popularity goes.
That was like
Except for in like
that's
the Sonic tumblers and all that sort of stuff.
yeah. That's like a 2013
It-
meme, Sonic.
Oh, even earlier, 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. It was pretty early. It was like 2009, 2010 around there.
What'd you call it?
Motendo?
Yeah,
Motendo.
Motendo. Posted up the original like file that he got from the dude.
Oh yeah, the original PNG. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was marked 2010. So that's the only reason
So you got
why
an actual,
I said
actual
2010.
marking for history.
That's an
Yeah.
old meme.
Old meme.
So these kids, who were 10 years old in the theater, or 13 years old, who barely have gotten on the internet, the lawless internet,
The lawless.
probably have no idea about that. That was definitely for the older people. But-
Maybe I'm just upset, and I feel that they should know about Sonic because that's the most
They
beloved
should.
piece of Sonic lore. They should.
Yeah.
It's really the best thing about the franchise is this shitty drawing. That's the peak of the whole thing. Oh, well. what can you do? I can't teach the children everything. Gotta leave some to the parents.
And you shouldn't. You shouldn't even be in a theater with them.
What else was a draw of this wonderful children's film? Man,
Well, I can tell you.
kind of standard fare, honestly. What more can you say?
I can tell you two things. I was very pleased with the foot scene and the brap scene.
Yeah, I'm sure that you were.
I said, yes, I'm fulfilled. My life is complete.
We only got that 5-second shot of Sonic's toes and not anything more. So
You
know,
went. Oh.
Said that's all I need.
You
You said if only smell-o-vision was still a thing.
Smell-o-vision, yes. First invented for Spy Kids 4D.
Actually, no.
Only
it was in
chub,
old Nickelodeon
really.
shows, and not like Nickelodeon, but Nickelodeon like movie performances. Like the thing that Nickelodeon, the TV channel, was named after. They used to fill the room full of smells, but they stopped doing it because they couldn't get the smells out, and the theaters just eventually started to stink of everything.
Oh, I never heard of that. That's pretty incredible, brother.
Yeah, smell-o-vision like goes back to like the 70s or 60s, something like that. Yeah, it was a very very short trend in certain places because of how expensive it was to do and how annoying it got to people.
That
So-
actually that lines up pretty well with 3D films because those were from the 50s and 60s, right? They first got the old red and
Yeah.
blue 3D.
Yeah, and then it resurrected in the 80s, became popular again, whenever the technology became more accessible. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, there was a lot of stuff in the early 60s and going into the 70s where they tried to do a whole bunch of interesting takes on cinema. So
To be honest with you, this is a bit of a surprise for me because before the re-explosion is not a word, whatever, of 3D.
reignition.
Yeah, it could work. Of 3D that Avatar brought to the table, I didn't even know much apart from Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I think was the only exception of like, hey, little Matt, here's a 3D film in theaters for you to watch. It's the only
Little
one
Mac?
that I really knew. Little me, little boy Matt.
Little Matt.
Yeah,
I thought
before-
you said Lil Mac from Punch Out.
God, I wish. No, before Avatar brought it back, I only knew of Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Wait, and Spy Kids 3D. Those were the only two that I knew who really did the 3D films. But you know, if it goes that far back, then you learn something new every day. That's good.
I'm also glad that 3D is dying down again because I was so
Yes.
tired of accidentally booking 3D films when I just wanted the standard version.
Yeah, I remember that time period when I was going to see movies the most with my dad. Every single movie was in 3D, and we went to see them all in 3D just 'cause. And
Yeah.
I regret so many times because I'm just like, I can't fucking stand this.
Yeah.
Well, it was like what, like 2013 to like 2017 or whatever.
I'd say maybe more like 2011. It's really started with
yeah,
Avatar.
it started up around there, yeah, but I mean, it really hit full force around 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
Everyone wanted-
everything. Star Wars was in 3D. Yeah, like,
Well, wait, but they were redoing all the Star Wars movies in 3D, right? What happened to that? I don't remember
they
that.
did that already.
But didn't it? I don't remember it going all the way through because I never saw.
No,
any
they
of
didn't
them
do
in
the
3D.
original trilogy. They only did the.
Oh, I
the
thought they said they were gonna
prequels.
do all of them.
I
original-
think that's around the time when they sold out to Disney and Disney's like, nope.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. Because it was too much. It was too expensive, and there wasn't going to be a payout because nobody wanted them. And besides, I think the prequel, like those re-showings, already bombed as it was. So
Hey man, I'd watch Revenge of the Sith in a theater again. That's fine.
yeah, but the 3D aspect though, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You'd watch.
I'd love just to have like a Star Wars month, like in May, just like every weekend, like Saturday and Sunday, you can go and you can watch, and you do like the original trilogy, and then you do like the prequels, and then we just skip these new ones.
Yeah.
Do the Gendy Tartakovsky Clone Wars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would, but they're kind of like, I mean, Cartoon Network technically has majority on them right now, I think. So it's hard to even get access to those.
One day, Cartoon Network will release its inevitable streaming service, and we
Well,
will.
one day when Cartoon
have
Network
the
gets bought by
clones.
Disney, we'll get them.
In full convenience on your 4K television.
That's the world slowly.
Joke's
Yeah,
on you.
go.
I don't own a 4K television because they sell your data to China.
It's true.
Bjorn, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of Sonic
No,
the Hedgehog. Back on track. Sonic the Hedgehog. Most okay-ish film I've seen in years.
No, like,
To quote
be
a
quite
great
frank,
man once said, most okay-ish film I've seen in years.
there's honestly no need to elaborate too much further. We are already almost halfway through our podcast to the length of the film itself. So if you're already going to listen to us talk this long, you might as well go and watch Sonic itself. So, I think we've done our due part. No real need to elaborate too much longer. It's a kids' movie. Bring your kids. Make them watch Sonic.
Bring your kids,
then make them watch
please,
the
please,
Sonic
people,
Boom
bring your
cartoon.
kids to the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. We are begging you live.
Then Underground. Then Sonic Boom. Then
Get
you know
your
that
kids.
Underground only had one season?
Sonic Underground?
Yeah.
no, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's insane. And all the memes and all the stuff from that, because, like, I've seen it, like, all the way through several times. It feels like it's way longer.
Is
Yeah,
it, was it like 26 episodes?
I think it's like 32.
Oh,
It's a
That-
weird
that's
length.
That's a long fucking season.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like 2 anime seasons.
It's like an anime and a half.
Some, yeah.
How many
No,
seasons
yes,
did the other cartoons have?
Closing thoughts. I really appreciated the fact that spoiler alert for the credits.
Not really spoilers,
That Tails stinger was thrown at the end. I was very pleased with that.
Yeah, Tails does his famous move, Tails Stinger.
Oh, yeah. When I saw the
Yes.
tail stinger in theaters, I clapped.
I was like, man, oh man, Miles Prowler, my favorite character.
Doing his tail stinger.
I looked at the underage child right next to me. I said, "Did you know that his name means miles per hour?"
And he said, what?
He said,
And you
"He
just-
said, how about it?"
Old man, get out of here.
He said,
And he-
"Okay,
yeah,
boomer."
he said,
to my
"Okay,
face,
boomer."
and I crumpled.
My bones turned to wax.
I said, "You know that
Folded
Sonic the
yourself
Hedgehog
into a
used to
ball.
be in 2 dimensions?"
Yeah, I saw the opening Sega credit with all the Sonic games.
Wasn't that the ending?
Did you know that Sonic the Hedgehog is technically half robot?
Yes. The most important half, his
Oh.
heart.
That's why he can
How
run so
many-
fast.
How many years until we adapt Sonic CD into film? That's gonna be the kicker. No, we had a nice stinger at the end. Tails also cleaned up, like they cleaned up Sonic. They must have had just enough time.
Oh, I want to see
throw
that
it
original
into-
Tails though. Oh my god.
Oh man, I kind of do it, and I also kind of don't. I don't know if I'm ready to see it, to be honest.
Hey?
No, you know how they had to clean up Sonic's design, Bjorn? Tails might have also had a...
Oh, you're talking about that. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be very interesting to see. I wonder what his fucking stupid tiny eyes would look like.
Yeah.
He'd probably have 2
No,
fingers.
yeah, that was a nice little touch that they brought our flying fox in for the end. And the credit sequence we don't have to elaborate too much on, but man, that was a visual spectacle. Glad they threw that in. They took us through Blue Sphere and the tunnel run.
Yes.
Loved it.
Yes.
Very good credit sequence.
That was
Yeah, I
my
can't
favorite
believe they
part.
had enough room to put in that mush at the end.
Let us have a moment of silence for all of those animators who worked unpaid overtime to fucking fix the mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, only to have their studio shut down.
Good
Yes.
gosh.
The Cats did this, the Sonic did this. There's not going to be enough specialists left to do good CGI anymore.
Nope.
Like,
Well done, animators. Once again, you are not appreciated quite enough.
You rat bastards.
I was actually listening to another podcast about this on how like so many of these special effects firms are like tanking because the entirety of Hollywood is lowballing them. Like nobody is giving them like adequate pay, and it's kind of ridiculous. And so eventually they're gonna run out because it's not something you can just do. Like it takes years and years, and you have to go through. There's like things you have to do. It's ridiculous, and how eventually this labor market is gonna shrink so much that we won't have movies like. It's kind of insane.
Well, do they
will
just treat them like they're a dime a dozen because we have so many CG animators right now? Like you look at the credits list of any movie that has a lot of CG, and there's just thousands upon thousands of animators.
Well, yay and nay, but it's the firms that are tanking. Like that's the thing is that like when one goes down, two don't pop up to replace it like anything else. It's like maybe one will come along like in like a year or two to replace it. Like
yeah, what you call it? I'm hoping that they get unions and actually start a strike or something.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Because like man, oh man, that's why the first edition of Cats is so bad. Is because they lowballed them so much they literally couldn't finish the CG in time. And then they brought in this new company to fix the CGI, and then that company tanks. Like, fixing Cats.
I still don't think that I've even seen the trailer for Cats. Like I've seen the 30-second like a TV commercial, so I know how bad it looks when they move and their lips flap and move and speak about. But apart from that, I haven't given it the time of day really.
Well, Matthew, the thing is that so they wear like a suit that they like map, you know, and it already kind of looks like fur, you know, like somebody in like a traditional, you know, like get up type deal for like a stage show or whatever. And so some of the people didn't even have like the CG overlay. Like some of them are just in those ratty actors and actress suits.
That sounds like a fucking terrible experience.
Oh yeah, people apparently several people had thrown up during one showing of the original form because of all of the bright shining colors, and they were mentioning about maybe putting in an epilepsy warning as well. Like one critic said that it was like a bad LSD trip. So
yeah, I believe it.
It's definitely controversial.
I probably won't watch it.
Well, you'd watch the new version now, anyways. They don't have the old version out anymore.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, but how well received is the movie, even overall?
Oh, terrible! Because it's not adaptable for a movie. Like the thing that made Cats watchable as a Broadway play is that it's so in your face, and it has like this sort of like you can't ignore it quality when it's spectacle. That's what I'm trying to say. It has a spectacle when it's performed live action. You take that live action because like in the theater, you know, your imagination's supposed to fill in the gaps. You know, I mean, they have sets and they have scenes and they have like little things here and there, like pyrotechnics and whatever. You know.
Yeah.
But a lot of it, your imagination is filling in the gaps of, you know. A movie is supposed to fill in those gaps for you.
Mm-hmm.
And so the story just doesn't work as a movie.
We're talking about Cats a lot for a Sonic podcast. You sure you don't have some kind of...
I am sorry to
Sonic the Hedgehog is a cat, though.
Oh,
I'm sorry to hear that the transition went so bad.
Meow, he says.
Meow.
Meow.
That was my favorite part of the trailer.
Meow.
That's right. No, I think we got it all off of our chests, off of our furry hedgehog chests. We did the dirty deed. I would have to give it about. I was pretty pleased overall as far as a children's movie goes. Like it wasn't great, but I would give it like a 7.5. I walked out of that movie pretty happy. How does everyone else feel? Closing thoughts.
Yeah, I'd give it probably somewhere around 6 or 7. Yeah, maybe low 7, high 6.
Good.
Yeah, I'd give it a Resident Evil 6 out of 10.
That's not a good rating, John. I don't know. You might want to take that one back first.
No, that's my rating. So you take it and go.
Take it or leave it.
No, just take it and go. Don't take it or leave it. Just take it and go.
Take it and go.
How about you, Jonathan? Did you enjoy Sonic 2020?
Yeah, it was just okay. I was actually hoping for more of a train wreck.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how you're almost hoping for that, but I get where you're coming from.
I will say, too, that would have been more interesting, because, it's much better to have a bad film or a good film. Nobody wants a middle ground film. Nobody wants a boring, I guess that was a movie, I guess? Okay, that happened.
It was a movie.
Did you call it, like...
Yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say, like, it kind of hit me in the way that I came out of the theater and I was just like, yeah, that was okay. Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't a thing of just like, this movie dragged or anything, or, yeah, I really love this movie. I was just like, yeah, that was okay. I didn't expect it to be okay.
But it was.
You were running through the streets screaming, "I'm okay, it's okay."
You ran through the streets saying, "I'm Sonic, I'm Sonic, I'm Sonic."
You can be Sonic too.
You can be Sonic too if you believe in yourself. Everybody, chant at the top of your lungs, "Sonic is Christ, Sonic is Christ."
Oh, I did see something else as well. I saw the U.S. premiere of Ride Your Wave.
Oh, really? Gosh.
Which is from the same studio who did The Night is Short, Walk On Girl.
Dang it! Oh my freaking gosh!
And then
I didn't know that.
They also did Devilman Crybaby.
And
a couple others as well. I can't think of off the top of my head, but those are the newest ones, yeah.
Okay, that is a studio that has piqued my interest.
Yeah, Science Saru, and so... yeah, I watched their new film, Ride Your Wave. There was only one day in the U.S. it was coming, so saw that last Wednesday. It was really good. I liked it. I liked it a little bit better than Weathering with You, just because it had more adult themes. Like it wasn't like a high school thing. It was like these two people in college. Well, one was still in college, and the other one was like he was trained to become a firefighter, and It was I don't know. It was great. Like, I really liked it. Like, that's what I like about the studio so much. They do so much out of the box stuff, and it's just refreshing, I mean, I love Makoto Shinkai and all his movies and stuff like that. I like the little quietness he gives to things, and like the small scenes that he gives and this and that, But a lot of his stuff is still pretty, like to the formula.
Pretty entry level.
Yeah. But I mean, astonishing animation aside, though, I do like the style that they use whenever Lou Over the Wall. That was the other one, the other movie that I was thinking of. But yeah, so I watched it. Hopefully, they're gonna get another, because it was sold out. I bought tickets like 3 weeks in advance, thankfully. But yeah, it sold out. The entire place was packed. It was one of the larger theaters, which is unusual for an anime premiere. Yeah. And so hopefully they have another showing of it, because it was so maxed out. And I would definitely recommend you guys, if it hasn't shown, or if it's going to re-show for you, Jonathan, and it hasn't shown in Canada yet, Matt and Bjorn, I would definitely recommend watching it.
So what is this? I might have been spacing out a little bit.
Ride Your Wave.
And what kind of film is this?
It's an anime film.
Oh.
By Makoto Shinkai.
No, not Makoto Shinkai. I compared it to Weathering with You, which is the Makoto Shinkai film that came out this year, or last year.
Oh yeah.
I misheard.
Yeah, if I get the chance to check it out, I definitely always interested in something like that.
Yeah, it was really weird. Like the trailers didn't hype it up very well, but watching it, I definitely liked it way more than what the trailers gave me. So it's
Yeah, fair.
I don't know. It's kind of Miyazaki-esque.
Ah. Miyazaki, the only person who has ever made an anime film?
Yes.
That's him. He's the only one.
Man, I've heard of him. Have you?
We don't need to know about anyone else. They don't exist. So why bother?
He also made Dark Souls.
It's true.
Miyazaki did create
It's
Dark
true.
Souls,
Look
that's
it
a
up.
fact.
Read a book. Look it up.
All right, everyone.
Oh,
Good,
gosh.
Oh,
good pod out.
right before we end, I want to mention that my score might have been might be a little biased. I might have rated it a little high, giving it a Resident Evil 6 out of 10, because I was influenced by the chili dog that I brought into the theater. I made my own chili dogs and cheesecake, brought them in, ate them. It was delicious. And
Like
I
the true
said,
Sonic.
Sonic, I can dig that. Oh, I think I just cleared the room.
Yep. Time to go, boys and girls.
All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. This is Sonic the Hedgehog here with Tails Fox, Knuckles Echidna, and Vector Crocodile. I will not say who is who, but you know, fill in the gaps with your imaginations. Have a great day, folks. Goodbye.
Ow, goodbye.
Bye.